Peace, peace. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? We honor and respect the masters that came before us and strive to follow in their example. Honesty to myself and others at all times. Humility in thoughts, words, and deeds of those above and beneath me. Patience. I will put the needs of others before that of my own, but not the greedy. Sincerity. I will fear only my lack of sincerity. Abdul Kulta Falatat, Wabazun, Gama Farragoon, Shilel Kulum. I am in the love of all, and all love is in me. I am a part of all, and all is a part of me. I am one with all, and all is one with me. And I can succeed as a part of all and fail as an individual. I can be all that I wish in all, as long as my wish is to stay in all. I am never alone. All is, I am. All can, I can. All does, I do. Estanje Elaku. What's up, what's up, what's up? Sean, what to do? Kendaka, Savannah, what's up? Share this on your page. Press 2 if you shared it. I'm Coach Kyer, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. You can probably wake up to this one and be like, Will and Jada. So, astrology, human design. This is gonna be my short preface, so I can like break these up in half or up into pieces. I don't really want to be on here all night because I had a marvelous human design experience today for me. I do want to announce not just the fact that I have a Moon Magic course. What's that? 12 plus 19 hours from now, 16 hours and 23 minutes from now. moonmagic28.com. If you're trying to get your life in order, I just highly suggest that. If you're on my email list, I already sent discount codes out. But over at CoachKAstrology.info, all of my readings now include human design. It's not on the website. I don't have to tell you. If you come and get a consultation from me now, it's going to have human design included. What up, Cosmic Cosmosis? Tonight's topic is Jada Smith, Will and Jada, human design, astrology, relationships. All right. So if you saw the Red Table talks last week, then you saw Will and Jada seem that they just only were talking about their relationship and how they came to be. Well, guess what? That was not what was going on. They were talking about astrology and human design right under your nose. You didn't see it because you don't study astrology. No. You didn't want to listen and get on your dean. You didn't want to take the course over at Keep It Simple Astrology course. You was doing other things. You said that's not in your bag, and that's okay because studying some things you have to be at a certain level of maturity to get it. And Will and Jada get it. Because once you start expanding your consciousness, your money start coming. So a lot of people be like, wait a minute, so you're telling me that my level of consciousness or my level of mental freedom and spiritual elevation is a reflection in my bank account? Yep, absolutely. Like you're supposed to have 100 grand in the cut somewhere. Having $100,000 in the cut that you don't have to touch, cash money, is a sign of expanded consciousness. What up, Pleasure Principle Podcast? So I want my consciousness to expand a little more. So guess what I do? I study people with expanded consciousness. What up, Claire? If you're on Instagram, please share with 2 people. And if you're on Facebook, please invite a couple of folks. I guess I should have been doing that while I was running off at the mouth, right? So I definitely appreciate it. If you do, if you don't, then it's okay. We still friends. But what I wanted to get into tonight was how Will and Jada are doing this thing like right in y'all's face. Right in my face too. It ain't like they're not doing it where you can't pay attention and you can't see it. They are showing us right in our faces how this thing works, right? And they have harmony and money. How many of y'all want harmony and money? Blondell, man, I apologize. Write my number down. Don't let me go to bed tonight without talking to you. 336-587-1215. 336-587-1215. People be like, oh, you gave your number out just like that. I absolutely did, because I ain't worried about y'all calling me, playing on my phone. If you call me, you better be my friend, family, or you better want something. So human design, I think everybody knows I love me some astrology, but everybody doesn't know that I've been dealing with human design for like 8 years now. 2010 was the first year that I was involved with human design. I started dealing with astrology 8 years before that. So now I'm 17 years in the game of serious study with astrology, but I'm only 8 months of serious study with human design. But if you have a lot of charts, then you can study human design that much faster. What up, Divine Cyrene Goddess? How you doing? Samantha Estrada, what it do? How you feeling? So I have just been open to like a whole nother side of myself, side of science that I didn't even know was out here like that, and messing with this human design. And when I watched, I always believe in sequence of events. So in sequence of events, I saw this Will and Jada at the red table, and everything that they said, especially Will, who saw red table. So everybody put an R if you saw red table. So just put R if you saw the Will and Jada at the red table, so I can see how many people. Because if you didn't see it, then I'm just talking. But if you haven't seen it, go watch part 1 and part 2, and what I'm telling you is going to make a whole lot more sense. Okay. What up, Kiera? What up, Miss Blanca? Anissa's in the building. What up, Felita? Lule? Okay, so y'all saw the red table, right? And at the red table, Will Smith said, since I was 5 years old, I have had to be in a relationship. We're going to start with that comment right there. What sign rules relationship? Hey, everybody, this is a pop quiz. What astrological sign, and I'm going to move over to human design, but I'm going to start you off really gradual with some easy questions. What sign, and Chris Enlighten comes in here and gives us the answer. Team Libra winning. He's a Libra. Libra rules relationships. All right? So write that down. Libra rules relationships. It's ruled by the planet Venus. So Venus is your relationship language and your money language, right? So Will Smith just so happens to be, if you haven't seen his chart, he's a Libra. Will Smith is a Libra. And not only is Will Smith a Libra, but he has the Sun, Mercury, and Venus in Libra, which makes it a stellium. Everybody, S-T-E-L-I-U-M. Stellium. Everybody type stellium. I'm always going to be teaching. I don't care. Stellium. You understand? I'm sharing or teaching, however you want to categorize it. He's also got a stellium in Virgo, which is, you need to understand. Jada's a Virgo, and he got a stellium in Virgo. But his Venus is at 29 degrees Libra. So his Venus is sitting up at home in Libra in his other crib, and he says since 5 years old, I've had to be in a relationship. Remember when he said when his first wife asked for a divorce, he said no. She filed for a divorce on Valentine's Day, and he said he was heartbroken. She didn't love him and didn't want to be with him. He didn't love her either. He was in love with being in a relationship. I want to make this point. A lot of y'all are in love with the relationship, and y'all ain't in love with the person you with. Some of y'all in love with the person and ain't in love with the relationship. Then it's the few, like Queen, like Enlightened Queen and Chris Enlightened, Divine Queen and Chris Enlightened. They in love with each other and they in love with the relationship because they got harmony. I would love to look at their chart. I would love to look at y'all's chart. This is just amazing. But not right now. You know what I might just do? I might just do a radio show and invite them on my show and have Divine Queen and Chris Enlightened and then just look at their synastry chart. Yeah. So hopefully y'all are inviting 2 people. Y'all sitting over here giving me big shouts, but did you invite 2 folks to come watch? It's late night. They're going to catch it tomorrow. So, what up, Gloria? So, what does Venus in Libra do? So, that's what you want to know, Will Smith? And what the whole red table was about? Go type in Venus in Libra. That's Will Smith. But then you look at Jada, and Jada has Venus in Libra also. But hers is at 1 degree. So hers is at the beginning of the spectrum and his is at the end. So they both feel the same about relationships. But she don't gotta have it because she's in the beginning. See, the zodiac signs are broken up into 30 degrees in the three houses called deacons. So in the first house, it's a little weak. You know what I'm saying? But in the last house, it's very strong. So if you have something from 0 to 9 degrees, it's kind of weak in that if you was to read Libra in Venus in Libra. It's Jada and Will, but it's not as intense for Jada. She's 1 degree. However, Will's son, his son, is what? At 2 degrees Libra. So his son sits on her Venus, which amplifies it to the max. For those of you who do know a little bit about astrology, if you know synastry, what you want, especially if you're a woman, I want it too. But, well, it just depends. But for women, if you can get a man's son to sit on your Venus, or if you can get a man's Jupiter to sit on your Venus, game over. I'd rather have a woman's Jupiter sit on my Venus versus her son, because that's a lot going on. She got to be like really, really evolved in order for us to make it as a Gemini son. Now, I got some, I have a Gemini son that I'm totally in love with and would wife off the muscle, but she in another space. She ain't in that space now, but she knows I love her and she loved me too. And Venus and Gemini, we can love more than one person at one time. Nikisha in the building. What up, baby? So, Will and Jada. Astrology, human design, harmony, relationships, strategy. When your relationship is harmonious, the money is going to be crazy. He built her the house because he was in love with the relationship. He wasn't in love with her. That's what she kept saying. I don't really want this house. It's too big for me. Blah, 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 blah. Man, listen. So when you start looking at their charts, they have all this harmony in their astrological chart. But then they said, because Libra is an air sign, we had to go and redefine how we did our relationships. Nikisha, did you see the red table? Everybody who coming on here, we asking, please identify yourself. I'm Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia, but also type R if you watch the Will and Jada red table. 1 and 2, not 1 is not enough. So he says, I got to be in a relationship since the age of 5. That's Venus in Libra, 29 degrees. Jada says, I'm not the marrying type. I'm the ride or die type. That's Libra. What up, Kennedy? So, Tanzania, why are you up this late at night? So, then we're looking at them and everybody's wondering, are they swinging? Remember at the end, they was like, are they swinging? They was like, we're not swinging. But they kept saying we have redefined our relationship from what it traditionally looks like, meaning monogamy. They're not doing a monogamous relationship. Me and my people, I personally think that me and some of my folks, we still think that him and the ex-wife are still sleeping together on occasion. Not all the time, but on occasion. Because if Jada was doing her thing for 2 years, who was Will having sex with? He already had a baby by her. Jada said it was never in her mind that she was leaving this relationship, ever. That's a Virgo stellium. Right. Because she has Pluto, the sun, moon, and Mercury in Virgo. So it's got to be some structure and a plan. Will said he read 50 books reading Libra, air sign. Libra is the cousin of Gemini. So she's like, I ain't going nowhere. Because we doing the math. It's all the clues right up under your nose. Yes. So I know. That's how I know. Everybody wants to know how I know. I know. I don't talk about stuff if I don't know it. Okay? I don't go around making stuff up. Sometimes God can whisper something in your ear. The signs are there. The way she cried in the bungee jump. Yep. Cherie is still in there. Why would he invite his ex-wife? Jada said, we all one big family. Jada said, even if I'm in the other wing of the house with my person doing my thing, and you're in the other end of the house with your person doing your thing, we're all going to be up under the same roof. What do that sound like? What do that sound like? But it can't work for everybody. The problem was they were trying to work a relationship outside of their charts. But this is where I'm going to bring in human design. It's not about what sign Jada is, it's about what she has in certain signs. Jada has 4 planets in Virgo, and she has 2 planets, including Venus in Libra. If we're talking about relationships, we're talking about planets. I am not getting ready to be going back and forth about what people's sun sign is tonight. I'm going to be talking about planets and accuracy. We are drilling down this evening. We're not just doing surface stuff, okay? I'm like that with my son's dad, but I haven't touched him since 98. TMI. And that's okay, and I believe you because you don't lie. You ain't going to lie on your coochie. A lot of people be lying on their coochie or their phallic symbol. You know what I'm saying? So, here comes the human design piece. So, if you have seen a human design chart, press 1. And if you have not, press 0. Because you need to understand something I'm about to talk about. Yes. Rhonda Groves, why are you up so late? So, if you Google, this is homework. I told you, don't come looking at my lives without having some type of pen and paper. I don't want to hear sun signs tonight. I want to hear planets. Planets. So, I don't know how close I can get my zoom in, but that is a human design chart right there. Okay? And if I turn this around, that's a human design chart. Okay? And as a matter of fact, that's Will's. That's Big Willie's design chart. And you see the things that are yellow and red, those are called defined. And the things that are not another color, that they have no color, that's called undefined, right? So defined means you can't put anything else in there, and undefined means you can put something else in there. Okay? mybodygraph.com. You started your homework. Thank you very much. That's why you still family. Because you've been doing your homework. So, what up, Money? Money Mac. Very old souls. They've been doing this for thousands of years. If you're doing something for thousands of years, it ain't going to fit with just anybody. That's why I really like the poly side in me. Because what'll slow poly down? The one that you've been doing this with for thousands of years. Because you really can't even be... Most people who are poly in America now, you're worrying about what everybody else is going to say. Like Jada's mama is a young soul. Well, there's several websites, several human design websites. Just start off with, just go type in human design free chart. Just start off with human design free chart. That's it. Okay. Then get your chart from it's several sites, but mybodygraph.com. And today I myself had a reading from a human design. I call him he's a master, even though he's still studying. He says he's not a master. He says he doesn't know anything, but he's been studying for 23 years human design. Yo, when I get readings like that, like I'm on a whole nother space right now. Like that's why this is gonna be a short video, because I recorded my reading and I'm gonna go back and listen to it as I lay down and just listen. I'm gonna just put my head on top of my new do and I'm gonna just pay attention and listen, right? But Will has some things that are defined, where Jada has some things that are empty, and they fill each other up. Will is a generator, and Jada is a projector. Now, in human designs, now I don't know if old souls are born between August and October. Now, I do know some, but I was born in May, and I'm old too. I know some jokers in May who older souls than me, but I'm an old soul, and I was born in May. My daddy was born in August too, but he old as hell himself. But it's tough to argue with Blondell though. He come with a whole bunch of stuff. He got plenty of it. So Dream Talk 100, what it do? It's Coach Kayez in the building. Thank you for showing up this evening. I appreciate you. But Jada, and when you see two people, so what I did with my human design was I started going back and looking at all my exes. I started looking at all the women I had sex with before in their birth charts. I went back and pulled up women that I was attracted to and women that was attracted to me. I looked at my parents and looked at my parents' relationship. I looked at my nephew. I looked at my sister, my brother. If I know you and I got your chart and we're going to do some business together or whatever, I probably pulled up your human design chart too. Shayla, you late, but it's okay. And what I have realized in human design, there's 4 types versus the 12 types in astrology. You still have astrology in human design because it has human design. Human design includes 9 body centers instead of 7. So instead of 7 chakras, they call them energy centers, which is the proper name. And there's 9 of them instead of 7. Then there's astrology. Then there's some Kabbalah. And then there's I don't know about Kabbalah. There's the hexagrams and the I Ching and astrology. All right. Team Pisces, RVA in the building. And when I saw that they kept insisting that they had to redefine their definitions of relationships, That's really what all of you are going to do if you start messing with human design. Some of you messing with astrology and you still not redefining your life. Astrology is like really good weed. I smoke astrology every day. I don't smoke marijuana in the streets anymore, but I used to. But astrology is like really good, loud, high grade marijuana. I don't know what the difference between sativa and indica is, but it's the one that keeps you up, not the one that puts you to sleep. That's what astrology is. The cartomancy, the science of the playing cards, that's crack to me. It moves that much faster. But human design is heroin or meth. You feel what I'm saying? Oh no. Jada is the projector and Will is the generator. Will is the one who goes on the adventures. That's the generator. Jada wants to do the same thing every Christmas. Remember he said that? He said Jada wants to do the same thing every Christmas and I have to be there and tolerate it. He said he's tolerating it. He's sacrificing those 10 days for his relationship. So at 20 days out of the year, they got 335 other days to do whatever they want to. But 10 he gets it his way and 10 she gets it her way. They done redefined this whole thing. They done redefined the whole thing. And this is where my other caveat comes in. Human design ain't for everybody. As Shayla types, meth and heroin are scary, but they are manageable. They are manageable and they make you the most money. Nobody getting money like a meth dealer or a heroin dealer. Ain't nobody getting high like heroin or meth. If you got an addiction problem, then you shouldn't mess with them. But what I'm just saying is like how fast the high moves. Heroin just go like that. Crack go like that. And weed, kind of go like that. But you ain't got to take no psychedelics though with this human design because it's your own trip. She said, I did love Breaking Bad. Can human design be compared more to mushrooms than heroin? No. Human design is further than even the mushrooms. Yeah, you could say mushrooms, but like a heavy dosage of mushrooms and it's still past that. Because when I got my consultation today, that's what he said. Some of the shamanistic drugs will help you get past your mind. Human design helps you get past your mind without any drugs. You don't need mushrooms or LSD or anything like that to get past your mind anymore. Because that's what the shamanistic drugs are, to help you get past your mind. Your mind is your enemy. Your mind, Carmen, Shayla, Nikisha, Tamika, all of you, your mind is your enemy. And even in the way that I study astrology, my mind has been tricking me for all these years. I've been studying astrology for, this will be 17 years on Thanksgiving. And guess what? They got me. Today I realized I'm going to have to switch up. I'm going to have to switch up how I study. That's why I said, if you get a reading from me, any type of consultation, moving forward from now on, it will have some aspect of human design in it. I know it says CoachKAstrology.info, but I'm doing human design and astrology together. Can you help me understand the difference between a manifesting generator and a pure generator? I would like to save that for part 2, but since you family, I will. I want to talk about the mind is your enemy first, then I'm going to come back to manifesting generator and pure generator. The mind is really supposed to just be an observer and the keeper of the body systems, like just your heart rate, your immune system, the way you blink your eyes, your white blood cells, oxygen, things like that. Your mind is not supposed to be so involved in the equation of all these things that y'all got going on. Me too. I'm guilty too, but today I'm innocent. I'm getting out of prison. Dewan, if you want to come on here, this is my other human design guru. He right here too. PJ Stanton, what it do? Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. All of you who just came on, please press 2 and share this on your page. Will and Jada are living their human design and their astrology chart in harmony to the tunes of several hundred millions of dollars right in your face. How did the mind, take over? Shayla asks really good questions because Shayla's mind tries to take over. Let me pull up Shayla's chart. Absolutely, because Shayla's a friend of mine. I do business with her. So guess what? Her chart is. I use Shayla's chart to help me study human design. I think I even called her one day and was like, "Girl, Shayla has an open head, which means she's not supposed to know. She has an open ajna. She's not supposed to care, right? And she's got an open throat, which is she's supposed to let us know that she doesn't know and that she doesn't care." But the mind took over because of the programming of the manifestors. The manifestors have been running things for years and years and years, and they're like a small. You see this jug? This whole jug is like the generators. The generators are 70% of the population. This the manifestors. If I was to push the skinny, I could put several of these inside this jug of water. But these are the manifestors. These are the generators. The problem where we jacked up is we think we can be a manifester. Everybody please stop using the word manifest. If one more person tell me they manifesting something, I'm going to throw up. Ever since I got on my human design, you ain't manifesting nothing. To even say you're manifesting is a confession that your mind is done, took over, and you're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. I'm not talking about manifesting. Listen, if you a generator, then you're not a manifester. Even if you're a manifesting generator, you're still not a manifester. If you're a manifester in human design, it's okay. But quit telling everybody you manifesting something. You aren't manifesting something. All you're doing is informing people. Your job, just because you're a manifester, doesn't mean you're supposed to manifest. Your job is to inform. I'm a projector. Can you divulge on that? That's what I'm really wanting to do, is set y'all up with Will and Jada, and just go over the 4 types. This is really what Dewan supposed to be doing. We just gonna go slowly on the 4 types first, okay? But please cut it out, especially brown people. Black people, you black folks, white folks, y'all too, but you black folks will pick up something and won't fact check it. But we the most effed up people and race on the planet that need the most help. But because human design, a lot of the hoteppers don't want to mess with it because it came down through this white dude. Amita, why don't you go over to my body graph and get you and set you a chart up, because you're gonna need it. I don't have yours in here. Amita, I don't have yours in here. I haven't looked at I thought I had looked at your human design, but I don't have it. Not on deck like that. Okay. So There's a manifester, there's the generators, and there's two types of generators. Then there's the projector, then there's the reflector. In the reflector, it's only 1%. The reflector is like this shungite at the bottom, only a little bit. Really like, just like one piece of shungite in this whole adventure. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get a bunch of reflectors around. I know 2 of them, and I'm lucky, right? And the reflector has, what up, Clint? The reflector has to wait 28 days before he can even reply. My body graph, yes, that's it. Also, I'm teaching a moon magic class tomorrow, and you all should come because it's going to help you with your human design. Even if you don't understand it now, I'm laying something down for everybody. My class is tomorrow at 7 p.m. moonmagic28.com. Somebody post that so I can link it. You should go. I'm telling you. The projectors. The projectors are the guides. And they're the most messed up people on the planet. Because they are receiving all this stuff. They think that they know something, but they have to wait for the invitation. See, every type has a strategy. The reflector is wait 28 days. The projector is wait for the invitation. The generator and manifesting generator is to respond, unless you have a defined solar plexus. Then it's wait to respond. And then the manifester, his strategy is to inform, right? So, and if you are in your strategy correctly, you get your signature. Thank you, Latifah. You get your signature, right? And your signature is going to give you the happiness, that the fulfilled life that you're looking for. So projectors, if you wait for the invitation, your signature is going to be success. The opposite of that is if you don't wait for your success, wait for your invitation, and you try to initiate like a manifester can, then your not self, which is the other half, when you are not in your strategy, you in your not self. You in your true self or your not self. So all the time we've been talking about knowledge of self. If you ain't got knowledge of self, then you in your not self, N-O-T. Which means K-N-O-T, you get knots on the head. So the not self is the lower end of your signature. So the signature for projectors is success. The not self is bitterness. Right. Generators and manifesting generators, our signature is satisfaction. Satisfaction. We don't need success. We need satisfaction. When we're not getting satisfaction and we're trying to initiate and we're not waiting to responding, then the opposite of satisfaction is frustration. Frustration. I can't stand to be frustrated. That's why I will be talking about relaxation is the key. Because I don't feel like keeping going back and forth with cats like I have. And when I'm out of that, initiating and going too fast, that's what happens. I get frustrated. Then the manifester, if I want to filter this thing out, yeah. Lil Duval is a manifester. And their signature is peace. So if you are a manifester, your signature is peace, but the opposite of that is anger. Anger. So that's how you should type it out. You should type out the type, the strategy, the signature, and the not self. That should be the first. It should be 16 things on your paper. It should be 16 things on your paper. It should be the 4 types, strategy for each, signature for each, not self. Stop. Now, Jada and Will, I'm going to go back to Jada and Will, right? What did Will say he was going to do? Will said when his wife broke up with him, he called Jada. He's responding to the pain he had inside, the loneliness of his Venus not in a relationship. And then he said, Jada, who you talking to now? And Jada said, nobody. And Will said, you are now. Which was Jada took it as an invitation, and she said what? Okay. He basically was like, you are you my girl now. He invited her to be his girl. And she said, okay. That's how they do. You have to invite a projector. Now, what's this chick's name on here? I'm going to tell all you projectors, KatieFizzy.com. KatieFizzy.com. KatieFizzy. Katie Fizzy. KatieFizzy. I had to go to Katie Fizzy because I know a lot of projectors, and I've had a lot of projector lovers. I've had sex with a lot of projectors, and I was like, what's the deal with them? Why are they so attracted to me, or why am I attracted to them? And then after I figured it out, here come Will and Jada, generator and projector. They need each other. It's a match. I can understand 1000% why they ain't breaking up. Then what did he say? He said, this is how you know they're practicing. He said, if I'm not with Jada, I'm going to spend the rest of my life looking for somebody like her. And he knows that the chances of him meeting somebody with the astrological human design compatibility that he got with Jada is too high. He can't even win the lottery, and he's a mega millionaire, mega star, but he still ain't hit the lottery. I don't know if they tell people in Hollywood don't play the lottery, because it's always some regular folks who hit the lottery. I think I got bit by an ant or a mosquito or something, because this little, I don't know, I have to put some witch hazel or something on it. Katie Fizzy, yes. He said they're magic together. We're magic together. That's what he said. He knows the moon magic. He knows the prosperity 365. He knows astrology. He knows human design. He's putting it all together. He said, I read over 50 books. He said, I read over 50 books on psychology and relationships. He does know people in Scientology, but he's not a Scientologist. So you think that he didn't read nothing on human design? All the money he got, he said he retired for 2 years. He wasn't doing nothing. What was he doing? Studying because he didn't want to lose Jada. What kind of magic was he studying? Why is he using these keywords? Please start listening to keywords. My fault. Keywords only make sense to you when you're listening to people talk, when they're trying to give you clues when you already have been studying. If you ain't studying, when somebody comes and gives you the clue, you ain't gonna be able to catch it. Alchemy, the chemistry, right? You ain't gonna be able to catch it, man, because you ain't gonna be able to keep up. You ain't gonna be able to keep up. And all you gotta do is take little bites at a time. For me, it probably would have been still up under my nose, but what? He read as many, right? And guess what? Look at the reading the books and his relationship, and look at the money he got. Because Shayla's a Taurus, and when her money ain't right, she got an attitude like me. But guess what? If she would have read all them books on, like, I thought, Shayla, that it was your open center that was the issue, but it's your open center, third eye, throat chakra, and head that you have the biggest issue. Because you're not supposed to know but you got your counterfeit personality thinking that you're supposed to know because you're from Mississippi and you don't want to be back in the country, and you think that smart equaled money, and your body is showing you that smart don't equal money. Responding will equal money. And many of us have a Shayla trip. I used to have a Shayla trip. You know what I'm saying? That want to be a martyr for your cause. You can't be a martyr with an open head. You can only be a martyr with a closed head. Nobody should be a martyr, but if you're going to be a martyr, you can't do it with a closed head. You ain't got but one issue, and it's not knowing what them 3 open centers is at the top, or them 4 centers coming right down the center. That's really your bag if you could fix that. You know what I'm saying? So, because I was looking at Shayla's astrology chart, working with her, but then when I got to the human design, I was like, ooh. But now, like, she ain't seen me in like 2 or 3 months. Now it's a whole nother game out here. Some of y'all need to go see my man Dewan though. Dewan, if you can post your website up here, Maya Works. I think it's MAIworks.com, and go get a reading from this brother. Get started somewhere. That's what I would do. Yeah. Yes. And the thing is, me as a 3/5, I'm going into profiles now. I'm gonna be resolving stuff through conflict. Let's make another announcement. So my sessions are about to be 30-minute, 1 hour, and 90-minute sessions, and it's gonna be called Key Magic. I realize what I'm supposed to be doing. We'll get on the calendar and visit soon. Key Magic is my joint. Yeah, Dewan has a class coming up on Monday. It's $99. You ain't gonna be able to get it on the internet because they have it too spread out, and then the only place that you can go where it is in some sort of order, the website is too confusing and the prices is astronomical. Right. Dewan does have a class on Monday. I personally think that he's giving away too much in that class. You would already have to know something about human design, and you should know how to sit still in order to get that. If that's your first class, as long as he's got lifetime access to that class, then it's something that you really need. Oh, you got it at $44. Everybody in here should be on that class on Monday at $44. I'm gonna be there. $44. And I told him only do a third of what he was doing. Put the website up. Oh, there it is. He says it's still under construction. That's another story. Because he don't have the whole team. He got more of the team than he had when he was doing it by himself. But however, that it's got to be done, I would mess with that hard body and get over there and take that class. Because he put me on in 2010 and I'm still rocking with him. That's not the class. That's the that's the link to the Facebook event. That's the event that I just pinned. Okay, so everybody got a lane and a specialty. Like he got I'm really good at marketing and the business, and that's why I practice Key Magic. That's me. That's me. I'm the keeper of the keys. It's had me down at one point, but now it's got me up. And I know my role. So key magic. Key magic includes astrology, I Ching. It includes whatever's in my bag. So whatever you come to me with, it's going to be very personal now. All my stuff is going to be personal. Just sit down. Let's just get personal. I'm going to give you a transmission. We're going to keep it moving. That's it. That's how this is going to go from now on. Yeah, it's still going to be at CoachKAstrology.info. I definitely ain't changing that. Where do we send to? Send what? And for what? When you say, oh, where do we send to? This is my point about us operating in collectives to learn this human design, to learn this astrology, so we can know who's good at what, so we don't overwork ourselves on the wrong thing. I'm assuming she's asking, where do we send the money? Yeah. I would be in my class on Sunday and be in Dewan's class on Monday. Facts. Yeah. My class is $98. I ain't coming off of that. But I got a code, since it's so late and nobody's watching, CK10 for Coach K. CK10 is the discount code for $10 off. I emailed it to everybody, but hey, it's late. It's already 1:30 almost. So that's my discount code for Moon Magic for $10 off if you up this late. But Dewan's is at $44 and he can't give no more breaks. But I want him to have 3 classes at $44. One now, let y'all go do your homework for two weeks. Another class, do your homework for 2 weeks. All the instructions is right. Is in the Facebook link. That link right there, when you go in there, it's going to show you how to pay, what to do from there. Will and Jada are living their human design. They live in their astrology chart. They paying attention. I'm paying more attention, and y'all should be paying more attention. Tomorrow I'm gonna do some part 2 where I got the board laid out, but now I'm at 8 and got the itis, and I still got homework to do. Y'all see that? I'm doing it till I don't feel like doing it no more. That's my new strategy, and I don't feel like it. I'm getting ready to go. I definitely appreciate y'all. What was the number 1, 2, or 3 thing what was the biggest thing you gained from tonight? What did you gain from this share about human design or astrology or compatibility or harmony? What did you pick up tonight that you can go and use ASAP? Dewan, you only got to type the link. Don't say this link can get you there, beloved. Just put the link up there so they can just click the link. Don't type any words. Just put the link up there. Right. He new to this, y'all. He gonna get it together. Or you can just inbox him. Why don't y'all just inbox him? Defined and undefined centers. I'm such a generator. Yeah. But really what I am is that 3041 channel. That's what I'm going to go study on y'all tonight. Tanzania, do I have your... I think, Tanzania, didn't I pull yours up? Yep. Here you go, right here. Study them red channels, Tanzania. Everybody. Listen. Just inbox the man. Y'all see what his name is. Just inbox that man, and he'll get y'all to what y'all need, where y'all need to be at. I learned I need to get a reading ASAP so I can have a TX plan to get out of this frustration into my true self. Yes, I wasn't sure about my open or undefined centers. Yeah. left angle clarion, you are at no way ready for that part of your experiment. Like you moving too fast. Like that's the problem with the open head. Y'all try to memorize the system. Don't try to study human design like you studied astrology, like you studied Morris science, like you studied 5% lessons, like you studied in college. Do not let your head study the system of human design. Only get the pieces that are practical for you. Get the pieces that are if I'm the one that turned you on to human design and you already at your incarnation cross, you way too far. You should be on the strategy. Did you do the strategy for 7 days or for a whole month? Did you do to respond for 7 days and then go to 14 days and then go to 28 days? Then don't go to incarnation cross. Don't do that. You should stop at the profile. If anything, you should, by the time you get to the profile, the 5-1, you should be there for a good month. Corey, ain't none of us going nowhere, brother. Just relax. But what I didn't know that is what I gave you in the astrological course is going to make your human design even tougher. So just go on, take your time. When you come on over to the human design, it's going to be blood raw too. I got projector, generator, manifester, reflector is the 4th type. Carmen, didn't I send you the human design starter kit? I have a starter kit of videos on YouTube and a playlist. Inbox me and I will send you the playlist that everybody should watch. I have 4 videos, maybe 5 now, that will explain all the basics off the gate. Now, it's kind of broad. You can't ask no questions of it because it's a video, but it's a starter pack, okay? And then looking at those videos 1, 2, 3, 4 times before Monday's class with Dewan, you'll be further on. Tanzania, you should be over there in the class with Dewan. All of y'all should be in that class. It's the 2-piece. Hit me Sunday, hit him on Monday. Yeah, all the info is overwhelming. I just need a 6-2 generator reading right now. Oh, you're the 6-2. It was a 6-2. It was a 6-2 projector that gave me my reading today. Yes, y'all the experts. It's okay. Shayla's used to me by now, so but this next time I see her, I sometimes have been kind of rough around the edges, but not rough around the edges, but somebody would be like, I can't believe you're talking to her like that. Like, we got to get it done. I love Shayla, so I can't have her out here. I want to see what her best self look like. And but I'm a 3-5 and she's a 6-2. That's why we get along so well. What'd she say? Can't learn what? Can't learn about any other types or anything not about me. Can't learn about other types or anything not about me personally. I don't know what that means. I think you mistyped that or something. Yes, my class is Moon Magic 28. That's tomorrow. It's at 7 o'clock p.m. I would be there if I was you. Oh, TX is the treatment. Okay. I didn't tell people about the gun and the guns. I ain't telling them about your permit to carry. What you talking about? What up, Reggie? All I'm saying is you don't have no business down there at the incarnation cross. You need to be at type, strategy, and probably profile. And channels. Get them gates. Get them gates, yo. Gates and channels. Gates and channels. That's all I'm going to tell you. Let me get them bread like Will and Jada got. I am getting ready to get the bread like Will and Jada. So I can go live this. You know what my other teacher told me today? The guy I got the reading from? He's Yoda and I'm Luke Skywalker. He says, You trying to study the system, I'm trying to teach you the martial art. Human design is a martial art. Yes, Shayla, you do have too much stuff. Nonsense thinking in the head about another class. You right. You don't. You need to get some one-on-one. Shayla, I'm gonna just be real raw with you too. Your man needs to really come up, help you with a plan to get you to unknow a lot of things. Yep. It's almost like babysitting your brain. Almost. Now we do have a group too. That's what I would do. Dewan, put the name of the group up instead of the numbers. So much I wish he could get done. Like he come on here and he just putting up stuff, but it ain't user friendly. Corey, me and you gonna be around for a while. Corey, you just stay right here. Don't worry about that. If I got astrology, I made sure you had it. I'm gonna go over there and get human design. I'm gonna make sure you got it. Don't you worry. You just keep doing that right there. Don't try to jump over here yet. You know I got it. Just chill. Just keep on doing the astrology. Just keep on keeping that tight. Yeah. Dewan, you gotta go in the group. If you make me an admin in the group, now a lot of that can be solved. We get this out the way because you just, I don't know why Gabrielle didn't tell you that, but that's another story. I appreciate y'all tonight. Thanks everybody for joining. Hopefully I'll see some of y'all in class tomorrow. I gotta go over here and do my homework. Yeah, that's me for the evening, man. I gotta go. I had an amazing day today, full of life. Oh, I do got some other stuff I gotta do real quick too. Yeah. Holistic mystics, right? Yeah, you gotta switch the game up. Yeah. Okay. I do appreciate all of y'all who came. I found you in peace. I'm gonna leave you in prayer. Anabakor Gijalaki Menka Tatia Tezara Kabel Rana Amcha Sagvanu Taharanu Nara Na Gibor Doshe Yakadeka Kababa Shamran Barkam Taran Rakame Tazi Kateka Tamid Gamlin Kasim Kadosh Bararuf Tufka Nahela Teka Yakid Gehel Amchapanez or Craig Katushka Teka Shavatanu Kabe Ushma Tazakatanu Yodea Talamot Barukshem Kovomakuto Alam Vaed. Oh, that's good. Yes. Kristen Lighton, what you still doing up this late? All right. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.